Hi Leo, welcome into a next 48-hour tarot reading for you. Hope you're doing well out there. I want to jump right into the Elemental Oracle deck and see what the next 2 days is going to look like for us. And I have another small moon Oracle deck if I feel so guided to utilize it, as well as some tarot, of course. Well, that's from a different deck. We're moving on to Speaking Your Word, the voice card. Look at this imagery. I feel in the next 48, even surrounding it, you're going to have this epic presence, this bold, confident way of being, even if you don't realize it or notice it in those moments. But it's this, I want to say for some, a melodramatic way about how you're shifting, navigating, completing, speaking, of course, with the voice card being your first message coming out. And I really feel it's a time where, in certain ways, at certain points, you're kind of having your head down, staying in your own lane, getting things done, maybe being an introvert or just isolated at certain points, but at the same time, you have this grand, epic energy. And they're saying you don't have to force it, even exude or over exude, I should say, in order to have this grand energy. I mean, we are Leos, let's not forget that. I do sense that you're going to be reminded, and I heard this in another reader's reading the other day, that Leos typically do love bright colors, bright yellows, bright purple, I'm hearing bright pink, bright orange. And it definitely reminds me of me wearing a bright orange sweatshirt, just because it's heavier than the one I wear at work, into my serving job. And the other night, one of my, the authority figures there, she's on her way to becoming a manager, she said I looked like a traffic cone. Okay, thank you. Anyways, but that's just kind of the dynamic there. Now, the purity card. I really feel there's a pure way about how you are getting your voice out there in the next 48. There's a pure way about how you're taking care of yourself, watering this and that of importance. If we look at the horse at the top, gliding through that snowstorm, I really feel, okay, there's a focus on weather, but what I was trying to get at is there is an elegance about you. I'm now being shown a beautiful white swan. And I really am being drawn to the word stop and sleep, okay? So maybe those are meant to be combined, stop and sleep. Have you been oversleeping? Have you been sleeping enough? I feel like either way, your quality of sleep has been lacking. I have so many vivid dreams that it's just nearly impossible for me to have the most amazing sleep, and so sometimes I am given a break in regards to all the dreaming that takes place. But, I'll wake up, and this happened to me all last night. I'll wake up after a dream, regardless of how long it was, even if it wasn't important, and I'll fall right back asleep afterwards or after a short period of time, and another one begins immediately. I do as well, and you might relate, being a vivid dreamer as well, a lucid dreamer, where you then have to at times ask yourself for a hot second, was that my actual reality? Was that life in my waking world, or was it a dream? I had to have such realistic ones. One from an old family friend texting me saying, I'm sorry I heard about that tragic occurrence, incident within your city. I hope there wasn't any negative effects on you. Anyways, it was kind of vague, but it felt so real. And so there's something about that for a lot of you. Anyways, we're needing you to clean up your life in certain ways. For some, I feel it's habitual, all right? If you're feeling a little bit nervous, anxious in the next 48, heavy, please do cleanse your energy. It will make the world of a difference. There may be a focus on going back to the snowstorm message wording coming through, paired with the storm card. There may be something like a snowstorm, a rainstorm. You may be reflecting slightly on past storms, difficulties, tower moments. But the magic card, I love this, and the passion card. There's a purity and a passion about your soul, my friend, as I was just feeling negatively affected in my chest area, even my throat area, by a negative spirit. So I'm grabbing this labradorite, which does have protective properties. But there's a passion about you, about your soul, about your voice in the next 48, and in general, right? and this is being utilized. You're being pushed to more so utilize it. I really feel like you want to do better. You want to create better. You want to see things grow and prosper for you. There's a very hands-on approach that you're just naturally taking more so in the next 48. I can do this better than other people, so I'm going to do it myself. That's also kind of the energy, a very independent, creative vibe about you. Look at this as well. In the midst of what feels like a continuing transformative period for you, chapter, if you will, your third eye is super open, all right? You're seeing things clearly. You're understanding your path moving forward way better than you once would have, older, younger, less mature, less advanced versions of yourself. There's a feeling of you not having all the answers, but you see things clearer than it feels in certain moments. And then it's almost this feeling like your third eye is opening, it's open, if you will, in general, but then it's kind of like your eyes were closed and then you open it and you're like, okay, I actually do know this. I learned this before. I feel this accurately. I see the way forward. And I want more creativity, more richness in my life, more color. And I really feel there's a focus on you wanting a richer future once again, but not just in all those colorful experiencing kind of ways, connecting ways, accomplishing ways, but financially, And I feel regardless of your financial status, Spirit's saying, well, then let's manifest it, okay? Because you might be someone like myself where you can manifest it and are meant to, you're destined to in the future, but your belief in it, your concrete standing in regards to it comes and it goes, it drifts, you know what I mean? And so we're needing to remember that is important for you, okay? You will thank yourself in the end. Look at this. Before we move on to some tarot, they're saying there's a powerful mystery about you and how you do what you do, how you carry yourself, in regards to how you hold back even. I'm getting that in certain ways, again, you're getting your amazing, creative, experienced voice out there. I'm hearing for a lot, a very spiritual voice out there, but you can't help but feel intuitively and just naturally the need, the desire, the importance to hold back when it comes to connecting with certain people, updating people. It's like you're sharing selectively. If you're online, social media, people are going to tune in from around the world and very much respect you. It's time to plan for a better future is now what I'm getting. There's going to be a lot of angel numbers in the next 48 and surrounding it. Your North Star is calling your name is what I'm getting. Your North Star is calling your name. Your internal compass is a big part of this time period as well. I know this is a lot of oracle, but they're coming through very specifically. But I do feel you are going to be getting to know yourself better, all right? Because there's not a full understanding in regards to who you are at this point, who you're meant to become. But I feel in a moment of solitude, if not several moments, you're going to find your North Node placement being quite relevant. As well, I feel your Mars placement being very important in regards to the type of employee you are, the type of entrepreneur for a lot you are, how you work in general, how I want to say as well you manage your money, and how you communicate is what I'm getting. Let's move on to some Modern Witch Tarot. For Leo, we have the Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. You're looking forward and expecting the best, but then there's certain doubts that do still exist down deep, behind closed doors, or maybe just popping back up when you discarded them, wiped them away, started believing again is what I'm hearing. And so they're saying in the midst of an energy period where you're putting in the work, when it comes to different areas of your life to prepare for and create a better future for yourself. Remember the efforts that you have put in already in a simplistic, strategic manner and allow for that to set the way for yourself. I don't know why that wording came through. Allow for it to set you up for more success, and remember that your hard work from then and now, it will pay off in a lot of important ways. The Two of Cups in reverse. I long for someone new. I long for someone new. No, I feel the majority, it's a single vibe about you where you deserve and desire a new person to commit to, or just to see where the potential of the connection would go. I long for someone to cuddle with, is not what I'm hearing, as they were showing someone putting their arms around me. But I do feel there are some drawn to the reading where you want to reconnect with someone, a soulmate of importance within your world. You know, that doesn't have to be an ex, right? Because I know that's naturally where people's minds go. But say it's a family member that you don't speak to as much anymore, a friend that you feel disconnected from, wondering, longing and wondering if the friendship even still exists. And I feel this is one of those moments where you need to remember that if it's meant to be, it'll be. You know what I mean? And if you still feel a connection there, then it's very much an energetic connection that's meant to be carried forward and maybe come back into your physical reality when the timing is right. There's a sense of you needing to remember that sometimes you and another soul in your world have to go through certain developments, changes, levels of healing even, alone, you know, and that doesn't mean that you don't connect with other people during that space of time, that length of time. But not everybody is welcome forward with you, all right? The Nine of Cups in reverse, where in the world is my wish fulfillment? You know, I do feel the remembrance coming to be that we're a fixed sign, okay? If you look at that stubborn energy, that startled me. There are certain moments where you will be a bit startled, you know? But I do sense that we're needing to go through some releasing as well, because things have been carried forward and created heaviness, difficulty, annoyance, a sense of lack within our world. I'm motivated to create tower moments within my world in small ways, medium ways, and large ways, because I know change is a must. All right, I need to remind myself of this at times when I get stuck in my ways, a bit stubborn once again, too comfortable and attached, looking forward to even the familiarity of my routines day to day, some of which it's like, once again, you want to experience more richness in your world and whatnot, and you want to live life more to the fullest, but then you don't do it. You know what I mean? You don't do what you know you need to do, or you just simply, or as well, keep repeating the same patterns or the same day-to-day routines. Does it need to shake things up, Leo? Okay. And they're saying this can be done at certain points in small ways. Go for a different, go on a different route to work, to the store, to the friend's house, whatever the case may be. Take yourself to a different location, some of which need to sign up for, say, a workout class or a sport or an art class, you know, and it could be a great way to meet new souls to potentially have a soulmate connection with, you know. We're needing more like-minded people within your world. They're reminding me of when I started at my serving job, and I was so fascinated. I mentioned on here that, and I was loving the fact that certain people that I was working with, we would talk about hauntings and spirituality and zodiac signs, tarot readings, and then that kind of drifted from the situation. It's not really not existing there anymore, at least at this time. And so they're saying things do change, you know what I mean? But we're needing you to be surrounded by reconnecting with like-minded people, remembering as well other people do change over time. And so we do need to go through some reassessing. I also feel like you need to notice wholeheartedly that timing is on your side, okay? Time is on your side. But let's keep the motivation increasing, all right? Don't overdo it, of course. Find the balance in it all, but I feel you've been lacking full motivation to improve your life, to get things done, to get up and start your day at a reasonable hour for some. This has been a very interesting reading. Let's wrap it up with a couple of these moon magic cards. For Leo, don't sleep on an idea is what I'm getting. Don't sleep on the potential that lies within as well. I am loved beyond measure, and I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Absolutely beautiful, because Spirit's saying you are loved beyond measure in both the spiritual and this physical realm that we live in. And I feel you really need to believe in yourself more so, okay? Even if you do feel that's already existing, right, within your world. but we're needing a fresh energy, a fresh vibe in your life, more so than it has been existing recently. And last but not least, I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. I absolutely love that ending. So as always, I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Until the next time, do take care, Leo.